Glenn Ackerman, Energy Awareness Training with all request video. That's right. This video is a result of the requests that we get in. We get lots of requests on our YouTube channel, on Facebook and WhatsApp, asking questions about energy awareness, mainly from people who haven't studied it yet, which is okay. 99% of all your questions that you have about energy are answered when you do the training. But I know a lot of people are just hearing about energy awareness training and have specific questions on certain aspects of your life. So that's great. Let's go ahead and get that answered. So today's topic is 3 ways to tell if your friends are low vibration energy. Okay, that's an important topic. They came in on all the channels. How do I know if my friends are high vibration or low vibration, if they're good for me or if they're not good for me, and etc. So let's talk about that. It's an important concept because, as you know, when I talk to you about energy, let me just give you the headlines for those of you who are new to the work or haven't heard my other videos. In my other videos, I talk about what is energy, how does it work, where does it come from, how does it work internally, how does it work externally, what are the hidden energies that are influencing us right now, how do we deal with them, how do we work with the good energies, how do we stay away from the bad energies. I cover that on all my videos that I have on my channel. So I'm going to hopefully just imagine that you listen to that and know a little bit about energy. But let me just give you a couple of facts here right now, and that's simple. We're energetic beings. We're living in an energetic world. Everything that we're doing is energy. We're having an energy exchange right now because we are energetic, sending and receiving vehicles. That's what our body is. And you can notice energy everywhere you go. In fact, we're constantly processing energy. You're processing it right now, processing energy. How does something feel? Does it feel attractive or does it feel something that's not attractive? Does it feel like a direction that we want to move into or a direction that we want to stay away from? So we're constantly navigating energies, in our lives. And to the degree that we're energetically aware, to the degree that we can recognize hidden energies, which most people can't, to the degree that we can see energetic patterns or directions that energy is moving in, and that's what we teach you how to do in the training, to the degree that you can be aware of this stuff is the degree that you become energetically aware. So let's just set as a foundation for this video 2 things: a high vibration energy and a low vibration energy. A high vibration energy is the energy that we all want to be in. The high vibration energy, happy, joyous, free, loved, blessed, abundant, creative, feeling connected with all life forces, in your power, in your truth. Filled with passion and incredible love for your life, for yourself, for other people, etc. That's the high vibration energy. The low vibration energy is just the opposite. The low vibration energy is an energy of an anxiety, of stress, of worry, of lack, of limitation, of uneasiness, of suffering. That's the stuff that we don't want. Well, unfortunately, in this world, we have to interact with both energies. And remember what I taught you. High vibration energy attracts more high vibrational energy. Low vibration energy attracts more low vibration energy. So in other words, when you're around high vibration energy, people, places, things, activities, doesn't it feel good? It feels good because you're creating more high vibrational energy, right? When you're around high vibration energy people, happy people, powerful, positive people, loving people, you feel great. You want to be around them. You want more of that energy. Consequently, when you're around people who are negative or depressed or always complaining, or in the midst of in some kind of drama situation that seems to be an ongoing thing with them, that's low vibration energy. And low vibration energy tends to attract more low vibration energy, right? You hear somebody complain for a half an hour, it's going to have an effect on you. If you have somebody, you ask how they're doing and they give you a litany of bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news, it's going to have an effect on you. So one of the most important things that we teach in energy awareness training is to guard your energy every single day. In fact, one of the exercises that I teach is a process where you actually out loud, you say, I've decided and I'm committed to taking back and maintaining my energy now with an intention and with power behind that. Because if you don't maintain your energy, if you don't nourish it and protect it, if you leave it wide open, then the low vibration energies will be only so happy to take control. I go, don't worry about anything, we'll take control. And again, low vibration energy, the stuff that we don't want, the anxiety, the stress, the fear, that will create more of the same. So in becoming energetically awareness, it's not enough just to go, well, okay, I'm gonna try to stay positive. No. You're literally working with energy. You're literally working with thoughts, feelings, emotions, behaviors. You're working with momentum. And everything that we're doing is creating a momentum. Every thought, feeling, emotion, every action that we take, every energetic exchange we have is creating a momentum. What does that mean? It means that not only are you interacting here, what I call in the third dimension reality, or the basic reality that everybody knows, but that action is going to create a direction. So for example, and this is important in today's topic, if I'm around low vibrational energy, then that low vibration energy is going to affect me and it's going to be directing me in a low vibration energy. So if I spend the morning here with somebody who's depressed, I'm listening to somebody who's depressed for 2 hours, that action, even though I'm trying to be a nice guy and I'm trying to help someone or visit the sick or the lonely, but that action energetically is going to take me into a low vibration energy direction, which is I'm going to leave there kind of feeling yucky because I've connected to low vibration energy. No problem. If you're energetically aware, you know how to clean yourself, you know how to protect yourself, you know how to dissolve the low vibration energies that are inside you. So we can interact. If you're energetically aware and trained, you can react in people, places, and situations that are low vibration energy. And then when you're done with that, hopefully as soon as possible, then after you're away from that, then you can clean yourself. You can clean out and dissolve that low vibration energy. Unfortunately, most people aren't trained, so when they're in a low vibration energy situation or with people or activities, even after that activity is gone, the low vibration energy stays, which does what? Creates more low vibration energy. Okay, so you're energetically aware now. We have a vocabulary to talk about the energies that we want, which is the high vibrational energies, and the energies that we don't want, which are the low vibration energies. Okay, and energy awareness is all about moving, expanding, and growing your high vibration energy and being aware and dissolving and neutralizing the low vibration energy. So let's talk about our request video today. 3 aspects of deciding or being able to tell whether your friends are in low vibration energy. Okay, so first off, what are we doing when we have friends, when we're hanging out with people? We're sharing energy with them, aren't we? So, if we're going to a ball game or you're going out to dinner or you're going, whatever the activity is, the whole intention, right, is to enjoy someone's company, is to do something that you both have a mutual interest in, right? So that it's even better shared with other people. You just don't want to do it alone. The more the merrier. So the headline is, it's high vibrational energy. So let's take going to a ball game or going to a concert. Hey, that's high vibration energy, right? We're going to go see something cool, maybe entertainment, or go see a ball game, with your friends. Cool, let's go do that. Well, the intention is for it to be high vibrational energy. But a lot of times, this has happened to me, you have somebody who starts smoking around you, okay? Smoking is a low vibration energy activity. No judgment, it's just that, people are blowing poison at you, poison smoke. It's not good for you. It's going to bring you down. It's going to affect your body. So that's something that I don't like to have around me. It could be the nicest person in the world, but if you're blowing carbon monoxide at me, hello, that's a low vibration energy. Even though we're at a high vibration energy activity, something like that has a tendency to want to contribute low vibration energy. Not cool. Don't want it. Okay, you have to be aware of that. Or somebody drinking. Now, no judgment on drinking, but let's face it, alcohol is a drug. And when you drink alcohol, your inhibitions are lowered, your sense of right and wrong gets lowered, and your sense of what's appropriate and what's not appropriate gets lowered. Okay, that's why, when people misbehave, so much of the time it's because they're on alcohol, they're drunk, or they're the effects of alcohol. You see that like at the ball games around the 7th inning. That's when the beer starts to kick in at the stadium, and there are a lot of fights in the stands because people are inebriated. They're under the effect of a drug, which the energy of that drug is low vibration energy. There's nobody who ever gets in a high vibration energy by getting drunk or by getting loaded. It's a temporary distraction from real reality. Well, the thing about it is that the real reality is different depending upon what your energy is. So if I'm in high vibrational energy, I love the real reality. I love right here and right now being as clear-headed and being as present and healthy and alert as possible, because that's the energy field that I'm in. I've purposely put myself in a high vibratory field every morning. I've dissolved any low vibration energy, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and I put myself in an energy field or an energy frequency of happiness, of joy, of love, of abundance, of positivity. And I do that purposely because that energy field creates more of the same. High vibration energy attracts more high vibration energy. So for the example, I'm hanging out with my friends at the stadium. If I've got some guy who's drinking, no problem. But sometimes there could be a problem with that. When people get belligerent or they get drunk, etc. That's low vibration energy behavior. Prefer not to be around it, or prefer, if somebody's going to have a beer or two, great. But some people get into some serious drinking, and that's a problem. And that's something that I always watch and maintain. Whenever there's alcohol around, or drugs like marijuana, or even legal drugs, people taking pain meds or painkillers and stuff, any kind of drugs, you want to be alert about that, because it even though it's for a positive purpose, again, remember I told you there's two things happening. There's what you do in the physical world, and then there's the direction that it takes you energetically. I know people who are intoxicating, who are smoking nicotine, or drinking alcohol, in unlimited fashions, or drugs. I know that's leading to a low vibration energy place. Okay, I know that. Now, whether that happens with me there is another story, but I know that's where that direction is headed. Sometimes back at the ball game, sometimes you have people who are thinking, my team is better than your team, and you shouldn't be wearing those colors. They had over here at Dodger Stadium last year, my favorite team, which is San Francisco Giants, are playing down at Dodger Stadium. And you have guys from the hood, the barrio gangbangers, they look at colors as gang colors. Okay, that's another sign that you want to stay away from. Guys just, hey, the guy's wearing, down here there's different gangs, and if you're wearing the colors of another gang, that's in their world permission for you to create some violence or some low vibration energy behavior. Okay, all of that stuff you just want to stay away from. That whole gang, rapster, gangster, all that. Just, in my view, I just stay away from it. But in the viewpoint of the at the stadium, what I was mentioning to you is some guy was wearing a San Francisco Giants cap at Dodger Stadium, and a couple of guys who had drank too much and they were smoking joints most of the afternoon, and they came to the stadium, as well-behaved people, but by the 7th inning they were drunk and and shit face. There's another word to use it, but they were out of control. And when they got to the parking lot, and they said, "Oh, the guy's wearing the different colors of this." So what did they do? The ultimate low vibration energy, which is you hurt somebody or beat somebody up or create violence. Okay. So what happened with that? Well, unfortunately, the guy that they beat on became a paraplegic, and these guys are doing 25 to 50 years in jail. Low vibration energy creates low vibration energy creates low vibration energy. Now, did they make a decision when they wake up? Yeah, let's go to the ball game today and let's get stinking drunk and let's go beat somebody up so we'll go to jail for 50 years. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Come on, let's go. No, they weren't thinking about that in a million years. But they started connecting to low vibration energy. And the guy says, "Oh, I'm going to have a couple of beers." Like maybe what you're saying, what's the harm having a beer? Had a beer or two, big deal, no problem. People do it every day. Yeah. And I'm going to, smoke a doobie, maybe two. What's the big deal? Mother Nature. Yeah. Okay. And, I'm with my homies. I'm with my buddies. I'm with, this is Dodger Stadium. This is our house. We don't let any of the opposition, in here. We show them who's boss. Ego rising. So what happens? All of those things remember, one of the most important things I teach is that everything that is seen comes from the unseen. Everything that is physical comes from non-physical. So where did this stuff come from? It came from the idea of let's get intoxicated, of let's change our state, of let's party. Let's have a good time, right? Yeah, I think 4 or 5 guys. Well, now these 4 or 5 guys are in jail, for the next 20 years. So this is an example of what I mean. That was a low vibration energy friendship because they participated in low vibration energy events, in low vibration energy thinking, in low vibration energy habits. And again, it didn't start the way it ended. It started really small. And this is the way things start in the energetic world. It starts with a thought, and the thought becomes a feeling, and the feeling becomes an emotion, and the emotion becomes a behavior, and the behavior becomes and pretty soon, boom, you're in an energetic direction that you're going into. So this is, and I'm sure of those 4 guys who got arrested, I'm sure one guy was just along for the ride. One guy's going, "Hey, I just came to watch a ball game with my friends, and have a beer and a doobie or something, and now I'm arrested for assault from this guy, and I'm an accessory to a fact, and probably not fair." But what happened was he allowed himself to be in a frequency where there was low vibration energy accepted as normal or tolerated or even encouraged. And that's what happens. This is why one of the foundation principles I teach in energy awareness training is to identify immediately low vibration energy around you. Low vibration energy, dark, stuck, moving in, anger, violence, anxiety, stress, worry, doubt, fear, ego, anything that has to do with that's a low vibration energy direction. And I'm here to tell you, and if this is the first time you're hearing it, hear me good. You want to stay away from any and all of that kind of energy. You want to be able to identify it and then stay as far away from it as possible. Why? I already explained it to you. Because any exposure you have to low vibration energy will create more what, gang? More low vibration energy. So the 4th guy, the guy who didn't beat the guy up in the parking lot, he was just part of the gang, he got arrested too. And because he was part of this gang and he was hanging out with them all afternoon, he got convicted of being accessory to the fact. And he's going, "Hey man, I was just here to watch the game." Too bad. The low vibration energy got you, and boom, off to jail you go. You see how it works? So this is why I call this energy awareness training. I could have called it a energy, super duper training or superpower training or no, I call it energy awareness training because the key to living a happy, successful life is the ability to recognize the energies that are coming our way every day. Remember, energy sending and receiving. And just the act of living on this planet, you're having an energy interaction, whether you want to or not. Whether you know about it or not, you can say, well, gee, I don't know anything about energy. Too bad. It's like saying, gee, I don't know anything about the sun. Doesn't matter. If you're out in the sun for 8 hours, if you've got pale skin and you're out in the sun 8 hours, whether you know about it or not, you're going to get burned. You're going to get sunburned. And then you're really going to learn about the powers of the sun. It's the same thing with our energies. Is it making sense? Am I making sense to you guys? I hope so. All right. That's number one. Let's go to number two. The second way you know that your low vibration energy friends are affecting you. Let's talk about dating real quick. Dating and sex. Okay. Well, you can say, well, is that friends? Yeah. I mean, you would think, I would assume that if you're going to have sex with someone, they're a friend of yours, right? If you're going to date someone, they're a friend of yours, right? Or that you have a basic friendship going. At least that's supposedly the way it is. Well, one of the ways that you can become what's the word I'm looking for? Destabilized, okay? Is that if you go looking for an energy that's low vibration energy in dating and sex. Now, I have a whole course on this, but let me just give you the basics. The basic is that sex is an energy and it's a frequency and it's neutral. That means it's not bad, it's not good, it just is. And what we bring to it is how it affects us. So the sex energy is probably the number one thing that the dark forces uses to destabilize and create low vibration energy in a guy's. Probably for girls too, but especially in guys. And we make decisions and we're motivated by energies that are not from the big head, usually from the little head. And when the little head takes control and you start listening to the little head more than the big head, that's when you're headed for trouble. And that's what you want to be aware of. Now, again, this is a complex subject, but understand this. Sex and dating is, if it's in high vibration energy, remember, you're in no rush. You can take it or leave it. You want the high vibrational energy more than you want any physical thing. So when I date, or when any awareness training student dates, you certainly enjoy yourself with that person, but you recognize that I want my happiness, my joy, my centeredness, my connection to the high vibrational energies more than I want a quick sex experience or a quick hit of pleasure, etc. That's if you're operating from high vibrational energy. Most low vibration energy, young guys are like, hey, I'm dating this girl, I'll see if I can, what I can get. And hopefully the goal is to get some pleasure here, some gratification. And that's what started the whole Me Too movement, because it's the energy of wanting to take before you give, wanting to use someone for your own gratification. And there's a difference there. There's a difference between that. Have you ever had a situation where you dated someone, or maybe you spent the night with somebody, you had a one-night stand or someone you just met, and you got your upfront pleasure of the sex or whatever you did for 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. And then you spent the night, you wake up the next day and there was something inside you that went, ugh, what did I do? And you just end up feeling so yucky. And you're like, and you can't wait to get out of there. Why? Because you went after that energy from a low vibration energy place. Low vibration energy place means, what's in it for me? What am I going to get out of it? How can I get gratification? Now, the high vibration energy, the way of doing this is to be able to flow, to be able to have a connection, to be able to have high vibration energy between you. And if you notice, that doesn't come overnight. Usually when you love somebody, you don't love them the first day you met them. You might be attracted to them the first time you met them, but it's not the first time, you don't love them the first day you meet them. That has to grow, doesn't it? It has to grow. There has to be a foundation Trust, intimacy, etc., grows through time. And then when the feeling's right, when there's a mutual trust and a mutual caring with each other, you can move it. You can move it into the physical expressions. But this is what I'm talking about being energetically aware. Okay, so in dating, make sure that the person that you're with creates a feeling of high vibrational energy, creates a feeling of openness, of sharing, of playfulness, of affection, so that can translate later into, some physical intimacy, but in the right way, in a high vibration energy way. So after it's over, you feel great about it, and you want to do it again, and it brings you closer together, as a couple. The low vibration energy way of dealing with it, which is, get in there and get out, get what you can take, is going to take you to a low vibration energy place, which is another word for suffering. You don't want to do that. You don't want to suffer. So this is how you can tell. Go out with people, hang out with people that make you feel good about yourself. And if it's a dating, or if it's if there's attraction there, especially be careful, because that could be a trap, or a booby trap that you can fall into. And we know that many of us have fallen into that booby trap many times. Okay, last one I wanted to talk to you about ultimately is when you're asking the question, my friend's high vibration or low vibration, and what do I need to know about that? What you need to know about that is, how do you feel after you get through hanging out with them, or after your activities are done? If you're with high vibration energy people, you feel fantastic. You had a good time. You shared some good energy. You made some great memories, and you want to do it again. See, high vibrational energy is continuous. It goes on and builds more high vibration energy. However, the flip side of that is, if you're with friends and you go, why do I hang out with that person? They're so negative, or they're always want to tell me their problems, or they're always hitting me up for money, or the guy's always late, it keeps me waiting an hour, and I go this. Those kind of things are low vibration energy. And if you don't clear them and clean that energy out, it's going to stay with you, creating more low vibration energy. So the next time you think about them, you're going, do I really want to go out with so-and-so? Last time, he made me wait. Last time he made me do all these things. And I don't know. That's how you can tell if something's high vibration or if it's low vibration energy, the way you feel. So to answer the question, these three things of how to identify if your friends are low vibration energy is, number one, what are the activities that you do? Keep doing high vibration energy activities. If you're doing low vibration energy activities, or if they want to pull you into, they may not overtly, but sometimes say, hey, let's go do something that is low vibration energy. Stop suffering dead ahead. Number two, dating and sex. Watch out for that. All of us have been burned in the dating and the sex area, because we leapt before we looked. We didn't look before we leapt. Leap before, you know what I'm talking about. We weren't careful about what we were getting into. We were allowing the desire of pleasure pull us into situations that turn out to be LVE. Okay, and lastly, how do you feel about the people that you're with? Hopefully you're around people that make you feel good. You're sharing a lot of love. That's why we love animals so much, because every time we pick up our loving dog, cat, or hamster, or pet koala bear, whatever you have, you just feel the love, and you want to love it more, and it loves you more. Expansion. Remember, high vibration energy is about expansion, going up, going out, being in your truth, being transparent. You got nothing to hide. You want to be totally upfront with people. The low vibration is just the opposite of that. Okay, so that's a great way for you to be able to tell whether your friends are high vibration or low vibration energy. And for more of this and anything that the concept I talked about you're in clear of, check us out on YouTube. We got plenty of videos, and subscribe so you get all the ones that we just released. Okay, this is Glenn Ackerman, Energy Awareness Training. Thanks for being with me. This is All Request Video. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.